Hey guys, starting conversations with strangers and having relationships with people is more about the internal than external. Your internal sense of worth and where you get your validation from is incredibly paramount to your success having conversations with people. You can know all the tips, you can know all the tricks, you can know exactly what to say. You can know how to have the correct body language, but none of that matters if you do not have a internal sense of worth. Internal sense of worth. Your sense of worth needs to come from internal, not from that person's validation. What happens is people start a conversation or they'd like to go talk with somebody and it's a performance. And if the performance doesn't go well or how they expected, they feel bad about themselves. Or they're trying to say something funny and that person doesn't respond well, and then their ego gets hurt. So what I wanted to really just talk about is how do we overcome that? We need to have some sort of internal sense of worth that is separate from what that person thinks. And the best way I could describe that to you is it has to come from generally a spiritual sense or a purpose-driven sense. And I want to quote this Bible verse, perfect love casts out fear. If I'm in a aura or a vibration of love and thinking about that other person and how I can benefit their life, I am not afraid of getting rejected. All right, let me say that again in a different way. If I need validation from them, I'm going to be afraid that it's not going to work out. See, if I put them on a pedestal above me internally, I have to perform in front of them. Think about it this way. There's a king and a peasant. A king and a peasant. If I'm a peasant, I need to appease the king because he has power to ruin my life. He could kill me. He could take all my stuff, kick me out of the kingdom. I need to perform for that king. That is the problem. Subconsciously, you, and I've dealt with this myself, that's why I can talk about it, I'm viewing that person as the king and me as the peasant. So when I go up to talk to them, I have to appease them. When really it should be the other way around. I am the king and they are the peasant. Figuratively speaking, now nobody is less than me. I am not discounting anyone's self-worth. I am just letting you know from an internal mental standpoint, I am the prize. I am more valuable than them. I am adding value to their life by having a conversation with them. Not I need them to add value to my life. Once I understand that this is the way it's going, I don't need anything from them. I already have everything internally. Maybe I got that self-worth from a relationship with God, religion, spirituality. Maybe I just feel good about myself. Whatever you have to come up with where I get my self-worth from in order to have a better relationship with somebody. In order to be able to start a conversation with a stranger, I need to decide somehow that I am a worthy human being and I have value to add. If you are struggling with that, the best way I could describe it is this. Every single person has a unique experience in life. And even if I know 99% more than you do, I still need you to share the 1% that I don't have. All right? So even if I'm 99% better than you, you have 1% knowledge that I need to know to become a better version of myself. No human being is capable of knowing all the answers. We are finite beings. We are limited beings. I could be a millionaire on a yacht with a Lamborghini, a private airplane, and whatever I want in life. And you could be a homeless person, but know one thing that I don't. And you have to understand that every human has value. Not due to their status, not due to their finances, not due to what they have. Their experience in and of itself is valuable. Your life experience is valuable even if you don't have results that someone else does. Because we all work together as a team and build each other up. So when I go to talk to somebody, I'm coming from the attitude of, man, I have something to share with them. I'm going to make their life better. Because it's that love vibration is how I would call that. I am here to help you be better. And during the process of that, I may learn something myself. And we will form a connection. So I just wanted to share that the foundation of a conversation is self-worth. When somebody has a low sense of self-worth, they have trouble with conversation. Maybe you watching this don't value yourself. The best way I could describe this is you are created in the image of God. You are a creator. What is God? God is a creator. God creates. God doesn't need anything. God just gives. And you were created to reflect that behavior. You are a little version of God, so to speak. You share the characteristics of God, and God shares in a loving way what he or it has to offer. Just from a concept standpoint, okay? I'm created in the image of God. You're created in the image of God. I am a little version of God, so to speak. What is God? God is a creator. God is an influencer. And you have that same ability. So when you go start a conversation with somebody, you are bringing the light to them. You're bringing the light to them. They need the light that you have. When both people have light, the light shines brighter. If that person's living in darkness, you bring them the light, you benefit them. If that person is living in the light and you're living in the light, now the light shines brighter. So no matter what happens, as long as you bring the light that you have to them, it goes well. What happens is when I don't have a self-worth, I'm bringing darkness to darkness or darkness to light. And I'm trying to get light from them. I need to get my light from source energy, God, whatever you want to call it, my higher consciousness, my Christ consciousness. Once I get my self-worth from that, I can bring it to somebody else. And that is the foundation of every single conversation. The reason I can make this video right now is because my self-worth is I'm bringing light to you. And I'm going to make either your light shine brighter, or I'm going to get you out of darkness by sharing this information with you. And then you can go spread that light, and we can all make the world a better place together. Let's do it. Have a wonderful day, guys.